Hello everyone. So as we have already uploaded the first part of this HRM, right? This is the quick coverage of all the important topics of HRM module C in ABM, right? So here, as you all have prepared for this paper, and those who are not prepared and they have some doubts in this, or they are feeling boring in this topic, they can refer this video, it will helpful, right? So हम इसमें कुछ जो next important है that will be very important, so उसको cover कर लेते हैं एक minute. So last time we have covered all those things, yeah, this one, right? So last time we have already covered the other things, okay and not okay, that is Hollis, and here we are going to cover some important topics, like you can see Johari window, this is very important, ABCD, and some factors affecting, right, trade theory self. So let's start this now, right? So where is that? Yeah, right. A minute. Yeah. So this is self-awareness. This is a very important chapter. You can easily get 2 marks from this, right? So this is given by Johari window. Remember this. Johari window has given this self-awareness concept. So this one. So here simple one. आपको बस simple सा concept याद रखना है, right? You need to remember simple things. Just remember, first one is known to self, next one is not known to self, next one is known to others, and not known to others, right? फर्स्ट जो हमारा जो इसमें जो है पॉइंट्स, फर्स्ट वन इज आरेना, नेक्स्ट वन इज ब्लाइंड, क्लोज्ड एंड dark, right? What is arena? See this one, let me choose this. So known to self and known to others, this is arena. A, B, C, D, you can remember like this. A for known to self and not known to others, you can easily see plus plus minus. This is not like that, right? So next one is blind. Blind means not known to self, known to others. आपको बस ऐसे कर लेना है, पहले आपको एक टेबल बना लेना है जस्ट क्विकली, राइट? सो फर्स्ट यू विल राइट नोन टू सेल्फ, नॉट नोन टू सेल्फ, नोन टू अदर, नॉट नोन टू अदर, A, B, C, D, that's all. Your answer is in your page only, right? So you can write this. See, A for both are known to self and known to others. मतलब you know yourself and other known to other, known to others, मतलब other also know you. So next one is blind. B for blind, so that is not known to self and known to others, right? Next one is C for closed. C for closed, that means not known to others but known to self. Dark. Dark means it's completely dark. D for dark, that is both are negative, something like not known to self and not known to others. So you can easily remember like this, and they will give some examples, like A is a person who is not aware about his own abilities, and but B is but B is someone who is working in the branch, but he has known the ability of the A. That means A don't aware about his own ability, not known to self. This is not known to self, but someone is other aware about the ability of the A. That means known to others. Known to others, not known to self. अच्छा, known to not known to self, known to others. आपका कहाँ गया? Blind. That means A has the characteristics of blind. So this way you can easily analyze the case studies, right? This is very important. It will definitely come in the exams. So next one, these terms are very important. You can refer this emotional intelligence. From this you can expect at least 1 mark. So emotional intelligence, that means how emotionally you are handling all the situations, right? How you are controlling your feelings with respect to the situations, right? Either you are considering the practical things or you are just going with the flow. So here this is the basic definitions or basic meaning of this emotional intelligence, right? So first इसका जो component है, first one है self regulations. You can easily get to know. This is think before acting. That means before acting anything or before doing anything or to react for something, you need to think. You need to analyze the thing, what will be the output, something like that. So you should regulate yourself, then only act. So you can easily remember this by using this keyword. Think before acting. If someone is thinking so much and analyzing the things, then he is the self-regulation. He is self-regulating in nature, right? So next one here, self-motivating. You just remember these keywords. Self-motivating. Here the keywords are passion to work and go beyond money, status, and prosperity. So during my exam, this has given. So passion to work and go beyond money, status, prosperity. Like if someone is working so hard and he's not caring about only for the money, he loves the work to do, right? So that we can say self motivation. If someone is motivating himself to work in a more better way, that means he is self motivating, right? So just remember these keywords. Empathy, so this is very important term. So just remember this: empathy, ability to understand emotional makers of others, and skill to treat people according to that. So here अगर हम simple language में सुने, ability to understand emotional feelings or emotional all those things of others, and a skill to treat people according to that. That means empathy is something like that. If a person is of empathy, then he has the ability to understand. वो दूसरों का जो इमोशन होता है उसको समझ पाता है, and he can understand others feelings, emotions, and he has the skill, and accordingly he react, accordingly he treat them, you can say. So the person who is having all those characteristics, he will be in the empathy, right? So next one is social skills. So that is adjustment. Good in, what is the keyword? Good in managing relationships and building networks. If a person is having a management relationship, मतलब if a person is having a good managing skill in maintaining the relationships and building networks, that means he is believe in building some grouply, networks from one another. That means he can adjust. How one can build networks? If he will adjust something with the others, then only they both will be helpful, and it will be something like mutual beneficial, right? So this is social skills. So next one है हमारा hard handling relationships, and social skills में और भी एक जाता है ability to find common ground and build rapport, right? Handling relationships, you can see that person will be in the social skill category, right? Next one है हमारा morals, so you can refer this simple one. So next important unit we are going to cover. What we are, in this video we are just covering the important topics, and if you are seeing this video once or twice, right, and try to remember these keywords, so that at least in the exam you will have the confident to attempt the questions, right? So next one is human implications of organizations. So in the organizations, what are the impacts of the humans? So here we will discuss. There will be some factors which affect the human implications, human behavior in the organizations. So first one है behavior. Behavior means there is some factors, right? So behavior is one of the factor. So next one है हमारा environment factors. Environment factors will include the things which is related to the environment, like economics, social norms and culture. This is social. social factor, and next one is political. This will be in the environmental factors. Remember this, they will directly ask these are the things, then which factor will be, this will be the in options, right? So try to remember this with the keywords. This is environmental factors. Next one है हमारा personal factors, right? If you want to read something more, then you can follow the Macmillan rule. They have given a pages, paragraphs of line. You can get these are the keywords we have taken from that only, right? So personal, here as we have the exam in the next very soon, so that's why we are giving this fast track one, so that you can easily prepare and also revise in a very good way, so that at least you will feel confident to attend the exam, and will be in ABM, will be in a something like secure position like 50 plus, so that you'll feel confident for the next BFM, right? So next factor is personal factors, right? So personal factors, that is related to something like personal things, like personal factors will include all those keywords. Remember these keywords: age, sex, male or female, education, what are the educations, abilities, what are the abilities of a person, right? Because every person has different abilities, so it's related to personal things. So marital status, every individual has the different marital status. Someone is married, someone is unmarried, so like that. So marital status, number of dependents, if someone is having one dependent, other will have something two dependents, that is also related to the personal factors, right? If someone's age is 25, next one will be 30 or 22, something like that. So that's why these are the personal factors, right? So these are the things. Next one is important one, organizational factors. So here will include physical facilities, organizational structure, design, whatever the structure organizations have, and what are the design of the organizational, so that is organizational factors. Next one is leadership. Leadership is a part of this organizations, means if someone is leading something, that means he is also doing something better for the achievement of the goal of the organization, right? Next one is compensations and reward systems. This will be the part of this organizational factor, and this compensations reward system is very important. There is some something acts are there, wages act, and there is some 19 something like that. So we have uploaded this compensation reward system, and we have covered this very well in that video. You can refer that particularly, so that at least one question you will have, 1 to 2, something like who is having wages, there will be some different wages, salary and compensation. So there will be some difference, right? So if a day level is there, he will get wages. Some executive level, they will have something like compensation, like that. So for more clarity, you can refer that video, and so that it will at least 2 marks from this compensation reward systems, right? Refer that, and otherwise you will also attach this in the comment section, so that you can directly refer from that. So next one factor is this one, psychological factors, right? Psychologically now, which is psychology of a person, that's related to like personality, something called personality, perception. Someone perception is different, how someone is having experience, how someone is reacting the things. So the perception of a person is different from one to another. So perception, you just try to remember these keywords: personality, perception, attitudes, one's attitude, how this is also part of the psychological factor, values, learning, right? So these are the things which are included in the psychological factors. So next one is important things, that is this is you can say this will is very important, at least 2 marks from this also. Actually here in this note I have prepared this with respect to exams and mark oriented and those are repeated questions. So that's why I thought to share with all of you, so that it will be more beneficial to you, right? If you have already prepared this module C, then you can refer some important topics from where questions will come as per the trend, right? This so the more important intention is our to at least to help you to recognize the important parts in this module at least, right? And we are also uploading some ABM other topics like module B. I will try to upload that something numerical parts which I have already prepared. If I have the time, then I will try to upload that also, right? So let's see, let's complete this first. Right. So next here is employee behavior at work. That means in work the employee behavior will be different from one person to other. If someone is behaving, taking some more time to complete a work, then at the same time someone will take very less time to complete the work. So here Friedman, Mayer and Ray Rossman. Friedman, Mayer and Ray Russman has given some terms, some two personality terms for this employee behavior with respect to the employee behavior at work. What are the? These are very important one. Just refer these keywords so that it will be helpful for you, right? First type है हमारा type A and then type B, right? Type A and type B. Here I have written positive. So let's first complete this type A. What is the type A? Here is some keywords there. Type A personality will have these characteristics. First one is something like, we'll finally will say, or finally we'll see how this is negative person, right? So just for a reference I have written this negative, not completely like he has the negative, something like negative thinking, not like that. We can say restless by nature. He will not take rest, like he, and next पहले हम पढ़ लेते हैं, like so like busy but not doing. He will show like he is very busy but not doing anything, doing something but not that whatever he is showing. So next point is impatient. Impatient, he is not patient, he is not having that much patience. Multitasker, he is also a multitasker. He has not completed one work but he will have another one, and he has not completed this too, he will have another one. So multitasker. Tries to schedule more in less and less time. See, tries to schedule more in less and less time. He will try to schedule more work and try to in the like जब 1 hour में आपका 2 ही काम हो सकता है, he will try to schedule 4 works in 1 hour, मतलब less time. And finally what will happen? The things will be not done completely. Next key point is does not. So next key point is does not have the time to relax and does not enjoy the life. That person will not relax and he will not enjoy the life. So here we can say that he is something like all the characters will be something like negative, not like he is the completely negative in personality, but he in the work he is negative, right? He is restless by nature. And what is type B? Opposite of type A, restless by nature. Type B person will take rest and will do the works, so like busy and not doing. But type B persons will show that he is not having person. In bank also we see that some, if A, I will not relate to anyone, so if A and B are there, A is the person who has completed the things at the earliest, and B is the person who is having the everything till the 4 or 5 p.m. in the evening. And when someone will come, he will see A is having no work but B is having very much of work. That time in our organizations they assume that A is not doing anything but B is doing everything. But actually A is efficient in nature. He is doing the things planned wise. That's why he has completed all those things at the earliest. Here B is the type A category and A is the type B category, right? So let's see all those things. Impatient, he is not having multitasker, and B will complete one work, then he'll have another work. So it's like more efficient and accuracy work in the job. So does not time to relax, tries to schedule more and more in less time, and B will schedule work, but once completed then another will be scheduled, not more than 4 to 5 works, something many works at a time. Does not time to relax and does not enjoy life. B will relax and work, and he's like to, or he likes to enjoy the life also, right? So here we can see the keywords type B, that is we can say type B is a person who is positive. That means he is having, we can see these are the keywords for the type B. You just mark it because it will be very important in the exams. They will ask at least 2 marks from this only. So here type B person, don't go for this. While exams I have prepared this with my way of. So type B is a person who is positive in nature, right? So next one is like a person who is having discipline. And tables, they do work without showing. That means he is disciplined nature, he will do the works efficiently without showing, right? So next one will be systematic, like once completed next one will be scheduled, next one by one. That's why he can also able to complete all the works in a less time. And time management, as he is having at least one at a time, that means he can also manage that time. Does not complain lack of time even with lots of work. That means he is the person, type B personality will never complain that he is having lots of work and he is not having time, that because he has scheduled the things with respect to the time, right? So this is the type B. So priority wise, like urgent and important, and he will prioritize the things. If 1 2 3 4 5, it's not like 1 2 3 4 5 at a time. He will prioritize. If 3 is important, let's complete the 3 first. If 5 is important, let's complete the 5 first. If 1 is important, then complete the 1 first. Like that, like the 1 2 3 4 5, like that, one by one he will complete the works. So once I'll show you so that you can see in a one slide. So this is the very important one, you can refer this. So this is the type B personality. They'll directly ask you the questions. So next one is 8 development stages. How many? 8 development stages. This is who is given? E.H. Erickson. E.H. Erickson has given 8 development stages. So just try to remember this one so that it will be helpful. First one is trust versus mistrust. Next one is autonomy versus shame and doubt. Initiative versus guilty. Industry versus inferiority. Identity and versus role diffusion. Intimate versus isolation. Growth versus stagnation. Integrity versus despair. These are the some words, you can refer this. So this is somehow important. You can hear something important is like growth and stagnation. Stagnation word, I'll just give you the one example. Stagnation like a career constant, there will be no like further growth, and growth will be it's simultaneous consecutive growth in the career, one by one. This is stagnation versus growth, right? So for more clearly, if you want to know more, but that if you just try to remember this much words, trust versus mistrust. Someone is having trust, how this is very important also in our work, we trust more, and the mistrust if someone is not, is something like different, right? so it's not that much, but you can remember these keywords, right? So next one जो important है, we'll see this one 1 to 2 marks here, psychological analytical theory, PT, right? So here, what is psychological analytical theory? Here there are 3 PT, 6 ID. Let me show you. Psychological analytical psychoanalytical theory. So this is very important with respect to the exams. Definitely 1 to 2 marks will come from this. ID, foundation of unconscious aggression. So this is children, something like that. Children in nature, like sexual pleasure, other biological pleasure, immediate pleasure. So like that person. Foundation, found, unconsciousness. These are the things which will be having a children characteristics, right? So next one will be ego state. Ego controls ID, right? Conscious in nature. That means he is having something understanding. He will analyze the things, what is good for me, what is not right for me, what is will go against me, like that. So we can say ego will control the ID, right? So this is conscious in nature. Super ego, most conscious states, ego is controlled by, then if ego will be out of control, then super ego will control, right? High moral value, who is having high moral value? Super ego. Ethical, who is? That is super ego. This is conscious in nature. That means ego will try to avoid ID natures, right? And if ego will be out of control, then super ego will there. So these are the 3 terms. You can analyze the options and accordingly you can do the things. Whatever the ID has the characteristics, ego will try to avoid those, and if ego is unable to do that, then super ego. And why super ego has the characteristics like that? Most conscious states, ego is controlled by super ego, high moral values and ethical, right? So next one is, let me do it first. So trait theory. Traits like personality. If I try to explain all those things, then it will take more time. So that let's make it as a first track one, right? So trait theory. Here traits like personality all are basically inherent to a person. As per the trait theory, like what are the traits if a person is having like personality and some other characteristics that are inherent to a person, biological one, right? Whatever the personality, whatever harm, if person is having some different persons, so basically inherent to a person, right? So next one has self concept theory. You can refer this. Social learning theory. These are the some theories, not that much, but you can refer this from the book also. Just remember these are the things. In our other videos we have already covered this module C. You can refer that. From there you will have some more explanations, right? So here personality versus brain. This is very important. What are the things will control the left hemisphere? What are the things will control the right hemispheres? So these are the things. Left will control the. So you can see all those things. See, left hemisphere, right hemisphere. So if these are the words, left will control. First we'll discuss the left. See here, if you will have something doubt, then first remember from the left, then remember the right, not one by one, then will be confused. First let's discuss the left hemisphere. Here it includes speech, verbal, these are the characteristics, right? Logical, mathematical. If a person is doing good in mathematical, then he is having personality, or these are the personality related to left part of the left part of the body. Left hemisphere. Logical, mathematical, linear, detailed, sequential, controlled, intellectual. These are the keywords. Try to remember this only directly, right? Dominant. They will ask in my exam. They have asked this dominant one. That will be left hemisphere, right? And next, these are the things: active, analytic, reading, writing, naming, sequential ordering, perception of significant, order compensations, comprehensive, complex, and the sequence patterns, complex motor and sequence patterns, right? So this is about the left one. Next you can write it down so that it will be helpful for you. So right one will be spatial musical, and this table is also given in the book. You can refer this, personality and brain. This is very important, just try to refer this, or you can refer here. I am just pronouncing all those things. Spatial, musical, then right one. These are the characteristics. Holistic, artistic, symbolic. If a person is artistic in nature, his brain part will be involved, right? Simultaneous, emotional, intuitive, creative, minor, quiet. If a person is quiet, don't say anything or less talking, then he will be right part of the brain will be involved, right? So next one will be spiritual, synthetic, goals oriental, right? Goal oriented, synthetic, facial recognitions. If a person is having something like ability of facial recognition, his right part will be involved. Simultaneous, perception of absent, recognitions of complex figure. If someone is able to recognize complex figures, then his right part will be involved. So this is very important. You just try to go through this 1 to 2 times, you can easily, and before the exams try to come go through all those things, so it will be very helpful for you. So next one is scientific management rational economic view. So this is given by F.W. Taylor. Remember this only. Scientific management and rational economic view has given by F.W. Taylor. Then Rabel hypothesis. What is Rabel hypothesis? According to this, if paid more, he will work better. That means, as per the Rabel hypothesis, they told that if someone is paid more, like if someone is getting 100 and he is working something like 2 hours, like, or work better, efficient of work. If we are giving some more amount, we are paying more, then he will work better. His efficiency will be, here efficiency is that much, that time efficient will be very high, right? So this is the condition. You can say right that paid is directly proportional to work. You just try to remember by using these keywords. So next one is Maslow's hierarchy theory of needs. These are the very important one. Let me see how much are there. Another 3 to 4 pages. Very easy one we have. So let me cover this so that you will have at least some idea regarding this. More things are there. It's already 32. So let me cover all those parts in the next part. Where I need to make another part so that it will be helpful for you at least, right? These are also very important terms, and here we have already covered something, payment and wages act, so that we will also cover that, and here also some important topics are there, right? So if you like this video, share with your friends, and let us know that whether you will require the next part, so that we will make this by today only. So let us know as soon as possible, right? So until that point, like, share, subscribe, and keep watching, keep studying, right? So focus on ABM for this time only, right? So keep studying, and thanks for watching our videos. Thank you.